Hello and welcome to the first ever IT career skills video. I'm so excited because we got so much in store for you guys, but today I want to take a moment and introduce myself. Coming up. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to IT Career Skills, where we give you advice and insight on how to grow your career in the IT field. My name's Dakota, and today I just want to take a bit of time and introduce myself and give you guys a little bit of history on my story. So let's dive right in. So, as far back as I can remember, I've always had a huge interest in technology. I remember being a little kid and sitting at the dining room table with this broken phone and a screwdriver, taking it apart, trying to figure out, how it worked. And we're talking about like a cordless, phone, not a mobile phone. We're talking about back in the days when pretty much everyone only had landlines. But I remember taking apart this phone and looking at the circuit boards and just trying to figure out everything. So that's really, I think, where it all started, is right there, just getting my hands on like electronics and technology and just trying to figure out how everything worked. So flashing forward a few years till just after high school, I was actually building a website for an off-roading club I was in, and someone complimented me on my work and then said, you're really good at this. Why don't you try to start a business? Why don't you, try to make some money at doing this? And I kind of thought to myself, yeah, why don't I? So I started my own website design development company, and I'd say I successfully ran it for at least 8 years up until recently. And then at that point, I kind of decided I was ready for a change. I was ready for a career change. I always wanted to be like in some sort of tech support or sysadmin or network security job. And the website design and development was great, but I wanted something more hands-on. I wanted to be helping people directly. So I started looking. I went online and started watching some YouTube videos and figuring out what I need to do to make this career change. Because at the time, my main job, I was actually a bulldozer operator, which, don't get me wrong, it was a great job. It paid well, put food on the table, but I really wanted to be in some sort of tech job. So I started watching YouTube videos, and I stumbled upon Zach from IT Career Questions, which gave me a huge bit of advice and confidence. And actually, I started studying for my A+. But before I even waited to get my certifications, I just started putting myself out there. I was ready to make a change, and I just needed to put myself out there. So I started applying for jobs. I right out of the get-go, I just started applying for any job that I thought I was capable of doing. Whether or not I met all the qualifications or not, if I thought it was a job I wanted, I went after it. And it can be difficult sometimes doing that because you get a lot of rejection. Like, oh, you don't have a degree. We won't even consider you. We won't talk to you. You don't have a degree. You might be perfectly capable of doing this job, but you don't have a degree. We won't talk to you. And that happens. You have to get used to it. If you don't have a college degree, that's going to happen at some point to you. But that's a whole nother talk for a whole nother video we have planned already. But getting back to it, I started applying, and I got actually a call for several interviews, but this one in particular, the job I currently have, I got a call and went for the interview, and I'm like, this is a really cool company. It would be amazing to land this job, but I have no way, no chances at all. I don't have any certs, I don't have a degree, but I went in the interview and really gave it my all. Well, about 3 weeks later, I get a call back from that company, and I'm like, okay, this is the call. They're saying, oh, thank you for your time, but we went with someone else. But to my surprise, they actually called me back for a second interview. I was like, okay, cool. Try not to be too excited, but it's the same hand, really excited on the inside. So I went back, interviewed again, and I'm like, man, I didn't do as good as the first time, I'm definitely not getting the job now. Well, another 2 weeks go by, and I get a call. Yeah, we'd like to offer you a IT support specialist position with our company. And I can't tell you how amazing that feels. I mean, that there alone is the best feeling in the world, short of my 3 kids and getting married, of course. But anyways, I was ecstatic. I was on cloud 9. I was untouchable. And that's the job I have today, and I love it. I love it. I'm an IT support specialist, and I get to do something different every day. And I couldn't ask for a better job. So, and since then, I've actually gone out and got my CMNO, which is a Cisco Meraki Network Operator Certificate. I've taken and passed my 901 A+ test, and I'm actually here in a few weeks planning to take my 902 test and hopefully get my A+ certification. So, and beyond that, I mean, I'm already planning after I get my A+, I'm going to go out and get my CCENT, my CCNA. I want to get a couple of Microsoft Azure certs because we're doing a lot with Azure in my work. But anyways, you know, that's a little bit of background on me. So I would like to actually at this point hear from you guys. You know, are you currently in the field? What kind of jobs, you know, what kind of job position do you have? Or are you looking to get into the field? And you know, what are you looking to get into? You know, are you trying to just enter that first help desk job, or are you trying to advance? You know, you're already at the help desk and you're trying to advance to your next career. I kind of want to get a little bit of feedback from you guys, being our first video here. So that's it for today. I know it was a really short video, but I felt like I needed to introduce myself before we went further. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please subscribe and hit the bell icon, because we're going to be debuting tons of new videos on how to grow your career in the IT field. So until next time, thank you for tuning in.